Okay, so today we are going to start kind of working our JavaDraw back into our class using some array lists in here. And so I think to start this one out, I'm going to give you a bit of a challenge. I think we'll see how this works. I think it's going to be a good kind of option for you to practice in here. So what I'm going to do this time, instead of giving you very step-by-step instructions, I'm going to kind of show you the end product, and then I want you to recreate it. Think with your partners, with your neighbors about how you could recreate this. So here's what we're going to do. I have already written the code on the other side, and then this is just my window. So this is what I want you to do. I'm just going to click, and I'm going to add some circles, ovals to the screen. I don't care if you want to do rectangles. I don't care about the size or the color or any of that. We talked about all that before. Well, actually, we will care about the color in just a second. But to begin with, I don't really care if you want to do these rectangles or the circles are a little bit bigger or smaller, whatever, as long as you can kind of see them on the screen. Okay. So this might not seem like too much for right now. But what I want you to do is, here's the magic. When I hit spacebar, they're all going to change colors. Spacebar, they're all going to change colors. Spacebar, they're all going to change colors. So that's the task for you to do. And so you can stop the video right now if you want a little bit higher of a challenge. You say, okay, I think I can do this on my own. If you want a few more kind of guiding hints, well, of course, I'm there to help you in class. But also, I'll give you a few hints right here about kind of what we have to do first, second, maybe, probably only first and second. The first thing we have to do, so if you're done, you want the challenge, stop watching. If you want a little more hints, you need a little bit to get started here, let's think about this. First thing that we're going to need to do, the way that I did this anyways, is that when you click a button, instead of just showing, even though it looked like I was just putting something on the screen, I was actually putting it on the screen, but I'm also adding it to an array list. So every time I click, I create an object, I create an oval, and I add it to an array list. The array list is a global variable because it has to be accessible across different methods. So there's a few things there. I have kind of so you can think about. I start with a global variable of an array list, and every time I click, I'm adding something to that array list. Okay, and so that's really how I'm getting these initial circles to be on there. It's not just creating an oval; it's creating an oval and adding it to an array list. So the second thing that I did, so that's the first part, maybe details, I don't know if I included in there, was like tapping on mouse down. We're adding the oval, we're creating the oval, on mouse down, we're adding it to the array list there. I think I'm giving too many hints here, but you can stop it whenever you want. And then the other one, so I'll leave this next part a little bit more open-ended, I think. How do I change colors? Well, I'm doing something with the space bar, so we need to make sure that we need to be taking an input, so it should be happening whenever we hit the space bar. And I want you to think like, okay, I have an array list full of things. How do I go through and change the color of those things? Think about what you've done previously. Think about how you can apply this in this case. Once you do that, once you can figure out how to do this, there are a lot of different things we can do. For example, getting the objects to move. Oops. We get the objects. I was going to pause and show it, but maybe I'll make a separate video for that. Like having these objects kind of all move or all do something together. That's the value of an array list. We can have these kind of one action that's applying to all these different objects at once. Okay, I'm going to stop it there. I hope that gives you enough to get started. Struggle with it a little bit. I know, if you, yeah. Anyways, I'm leaving here. Struggle. It'll be okay. Let me know if I can help you.